Yeah,
Yes. So take that, Wizards of the Coast. You guys suck.
it's not even Wizards'
Boo.
fault. It's Hasbro's fault.
Which is Wizards' fault for selling themselves to Hasbro, you fucking sellouts.
Yeah, you
That's
Boo.
true.
kids.
Fucking
That is true.
die. Oh,
That is true.
Paizo's great.
Yeah.
Woo, Paizo,
Paizo
not
forever.
sellouts.
Paizo
Yeah.
is great.
Paizo for the culture. Yeah.
Hail Paizo.
Yeah.
All hail Paizo, exactly.
Hail
Um,
Paizo.
okay, yeah, so this is the region that I decided, this little area here. So this is like Spores and Pores here. And then this is Landry's little hovel hut down here. But yeah, I just turned that into the other map. So I'm going to go back to our other map. And hopefully it'll be fast because it should be
It was
preloaded.
instant.
Yeah, it was instant. Yeah, did it immediately.
Okay. And so what happened was a couple weeks ago, we'll just say, a few weeks ago, we're not sure when, H21 came stumbling in through the gateway between the Pelt District and the Whisker District, and then fearing that your battery was really low or your energy reserves were really low and you feel like you were going to collapse, you kind of stumbled off, your hand just on the main wall as you went in, and you found your way, up here. You kind of wandered your way up here into this alleyway over here, and you like collapsed in this refuse heap. And some of y'all maybe found him the next day, or maybe one of the local beggars or homeless folk came and told you there was someone out there. Who do you guys all want to go out there and find him? What do you all think happened?
I don't care.
Is it just us in here? Are there any other NPCs or anybody?
There are other NPCs in the bar. We'll say this is maybe the next morning, so you guys have gotten woken up, and I'll say that Aloe and Trix, you guys have come downstairs to get your morning meal, your breakfast, and then Gorham and Landry, you guys have wandered in from your home because you often, like sometimes you eat at your home, but you often will eat here too. So you come in for your morning breakfast, and we'll say it's just the four of you in there, and maybe one other customer. It is Hrothgar, who is the one of the local blacksmith, him and his husband Rashid. And in fact, Gorham and Landry, as you guys walk in the door, Hrothgar walks out the door with a basket of food, and he's like, "Oh, good to see you. Good morning." And he kind of shoves his way through that back alley there, this one right here, towards the smith, which is over here. And when he gets to the alleyway, he just shouts back at y'all. He's like, "Hey, someone's in the alley!" And he just keeps walking and goes into the smith.
God, don't
Someone-
make me do this. I created a side character. One of you take some fucking initiative.
No one's curious when Hrothgar yells out, "There's somebody in the alley." Who's curious
Yeah,
enough
I'm
to go
definitely
look at
gonna
the
go
alley?
out there. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go out there for sure.
All right.
I'm coming
All right.
downstairs. I'm like, well, who's in the alley?
Is this the alley over here?
Yeah, that was the way that Hrothgar went. Yeah.
Well,
You
I
heard
say
it.
I think they're over here. If you come down, I think I saw something coming down over here.
And you see H21 passed out. How'd you pass out? Face down, land on your butt?
Yeah, on my butt. Head down.
So slumped
Arms
over,
to the
kind of
side.
head on your chest?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You guys well, I don't know if you recognize him, but he kind of looks like one of the automatons that, automatons have been around for a good 30, 40 years, especially in Aliona, because this is where the final battle was fought in the War of Darkness. And a lot of the automatons sort of quit right there and just took up their life here. So he kind of looks like he might be an automaton, but he definitely looks weird. he doesn't look like the same kind of automatas that you've seen around for many years. But nonetheless, he looks like an automata, and he looks like he's injured. And those of you with I don't know, does anyone have any kind of crafting or tinkering lore that might be helpful here?
I'm trained in crafting.
What
Like
kind of
I'm trained
crafting?
in blacksmithing
Blacksmithing?
and leatherworking.
Yeah, you could definitely use some blacksmithing to maybe do an analysis here. Anyone trained in like medicine or something like that?
Also me.
Okay,
Yeah, nope. Not
Makes
me.
sense. Makes sense.
then I'm going to give you a circumstance bonus of +2 to do your check, and you can do either one of those checks.
All right.
Was I
There
supposed
is
to
no
be
active
trained?
encounter. Huh, that's weird. Apparently, you can only use the shortcuts if there's an active encounter. So
Should we do? No, wait.
I'll go
I guess
proficiency.
I mean,
friendly reminder for blind
like-
jam rolls. Friendly reminder for blind jam rolls. Unless you guys want to do like a first session.
Let's just. I'm down for public. It's fine.
All right.
So that's a 20 then with the 2.
Okay.
It kind of matters to see it in this game because crits happen. Crits can happen on anything, and a crit is a natural 20, a natural 1, or 10 higher than the DC or AC check.
I forgot all about that. That they had a tiered system for it. Oh, that's
And-
right. And the same thing for spells. There's like
yeah, and it
there's
can be
like
more than so. Like if you're like more than 10 lower, that's a critical fail too.
Gotcha.
Or I think that's how it works. Bobby, you remember?
You are correct.
Okay.
Yeah, but isn't that all stuff I could adjudicate?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
it is.
Okay, so I'm definitely open to having a discussion about that again. The other thing I'm not sure if there's like what the gritty realism that we were running in Pathfinder. How long is I didn't look up resting. Do you guys know?
It would probably fuck us to do that style of resting in Pathfinder 2.
Because how does resting work then?
It's pretty normal. What we've always seen. A long rest is still everyone gets everything back. I
Yeah.
don't think any classes get everything back on a short rest in Pathfinder.
I also think you don't get all your HP back on a long rest.
Oh, that's right. You also don't even get all your HP back in a long rest.
Yeah.
Okay. We can look into it then. If it means basically I just want to make sure time still passes.
Yeah, and the critical thing matters because a lot of spells and abilities do different things based on failing or crit failing because they're based around that system of being 10 lower or 10 higher.
Right, I got it.
Like-
Yeah, like it'll
Yeah.
do more damage maybe if you get 10 high.
It's usually not damage. It's usually added effects.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Also, it might seem scary to be like a caster and then playing the game where something only has to roll 10 higher to fucking crit you, but the way that the armor skills work in this game, because your training goes up and you actually will gain more AC than you normally would in other systems, even as a mage.
Okay, I think I noticed that already because I put down a beggar and the beggar had AC 15. I'm like, what the fuck? My 5e knowledge is like, what's he wearing? Like, fucking plate? But yeah.
He's probably
You
just
never know,
trained
man.
in
You never
unarmed.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably
or
just.
unarmored.
Exactly. And just got some decks
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you come into the back here and you inspect this automata, and you can tell that he is still alive. He's just badly injured, maybe needs some sustenance. Do automatas need
Nope.
food? What do
Nope.
they use for energy? Is there something else that they use?
The
Let me check.
philosopher's stone in his chest, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuel/mana.
Then I'll say what's
I'm looking.
if it's not food of some kind that he needs, he also needs healing. He needs both.
I do heal.
Yeah, as normal, right?
So I get healed. That's all normal.
Yeah.
We don't eat, breathe, or sleep, but it needs to vent an imperceivable magical exhaust at a constant rate. This venting process requires breathable air to prevent a buildup of exhaust. If you plug my exhaust, I die.
So you breathe,
Ooh.
Yeah, I can breathe,
but you
Wait.
don't eat or.
Can you
but
swim?
I still require a period of magical recalibration and restoration.
You
So
sleep.
it's like it's still at 8
Rest.
hours of sleep.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like you collapsed, you needed sleep, and
Yeah, I basically powered down and needed 8 hours
yeah.
of sleep.
And we'll say that Gorham, with
And
your
like my
check,
shit's, like on the back of my head, and my back is like venting like gas right now.
perfect. We'll say that what you notice, Gorham, is that one of his vents has been clogged, preventing him from venting. And with your medicine check, you just use one of your daggers or tools to clear out that vent, and that allows whatever was venting to vent freely. And it only takes maybe a minute before the dim lights in his eyes become bright again. And H21, you look up and you see, you're looking into the face of an older dwarf, and there's a couple other people gathered around. What do you do?
I immediately reach for the gun on my side.
I'm
Calm
gonna
down,
put a hand on your shoulder. Easy there, lad. There's no need to be going for the weapon.
Query, who are all you?
Well, I believe the robot man lying in the pile of garbage should probably justify his existence to us first.
Ponder. Existence. I do not understand.
I got a confusing him. I'm Gorham.
Gordon.
Oh, Gorham.
Acknowledged. Golden.
Yeah.
Golden.
Yeah.
Golden.
Aye.
Acknowledged.
Sounds like you got it. Call me Aloysius Bogwind.
Frog. Acknowledged.
I prefer my full name be used as Aloysius Theodore Bogwind.
Aloysius.
That's it.
Aloysius.
Now, friends of mine call me Aloe,
Aloysius.
or people who think it might be too complicated might make the same choice.
Ah. You're very small. Perception.
He's probably taller than me.
Is he? I actually don't know how big frogs are.
Yeah,
I'm
how tall are
of
you?
I'm of an average height for a
Okay.
frog of my age. I'm just about a small
Panicked
size.
query.
Small size officially on is what I'm classified as small.
Never mind, I'm bigger than you.
Yeah.
I'm medium sized.
Have I been followed?
How the hell would we know that?
I would have perception check at that.
Do it.
Wait, is
I
this
would-
guy being followed?
Trix, you can wander out of the alley a bit just to see if anyone followed or is anyone else is around.
I would like to also, upon meeting Anthony's character,
Strange
cast
robot in
detect
the back
magic.
alley.
Perception is not on. Oh, there it is.
Detect magic, I believe, is passive in this game.
Place 30-foot emanation. Oh, I thought like you had to send out a pulse. Is what it says. How to
I mean, it's
describe
a cantrip, so I guess that does
it's-
mean it's.
it. Yeah, like so, like
It is. It is.
I'm
a
echolocating
cantrip,
magic.
and it's also, but it's not passive. Like you have to be actively.
Oh,
detecting
it is
magic.
active, okay.
Yeah, it's basically
Can
an
I
echolocating
tell him
for
what he
magic.
sees for magic? It's nothing like mechanically. It's just
Yeah.
flavor.
Go for
And
it.
I'll practice putting this 30-foot.
So
emanation.
basically, you see a very strong magical aura coming from his chest.
Mhm.
You also see faint magical auras coming out of the vents, like the air that's the gas that's escaping.
Mhm.
And then you also notice that in the head region, there's kind of some stacks that almost look like servers, right? Like server stacks or like RAM stacks.
Interesting.
And around those are also there's some magic right there.
Interesting.
As well
Yeah,
as
very
like, the magic
interesting.
radiating from your vents, right?
Yeah, and the air from the vents,
Yeah.
right? The gas,
Yeah.
because that's magical shit coming out of my body.
Oh, did someone just cast a stinking cloud or something? What?
Yeah, what is that?
No, that's the pulse. That's my detect magic
Oh
pulse.
fuck,
Oh,
we're dead.
okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So it's any magical or I guess I should read it.
Is that the salad?
Uh,
You got yourself a name, Metal Man.
Designation Holler 21. You can call me H21 for short.
Age 21.
H21. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Confusion. Meat. Meat. Food.
Nay.
When two people introduce themselves together, it is called a meeting of two people. We have met each other in that we know our names.
This is now logged. I appreciate it.
Tricks,
You're not from around here, are you, H21?
you notice there's a beggar hanging out over here. You recognize her. Her name is Tabitha. She kind of lives in the area. She kind of lives in this alleyway, but you don't see anybody else around this morning.
Awesome.
Hey Tabitha, I'm gonna approach her.
Okay.
Did you see how my new friend back there ended up in the garbage heap?
She looks at your coin pouch and she's like, I couldn't possibly remember.
I'm gonna offer her gold.
Oh, I remember very well. Thank you, Trix. You must be very generous this morning. Yes, I was sleeping here last night, just sleeping off in a bottle. You know how it is. And I heard this weird shambling in the night. I was a little scared. I thought it might be a footpad coming to steal my pillow or something. So I looked up from underneath my rags, and sure enough, I seen that old automaton there stumbling in the dark. I was scared he
I
might.
don't know if she would know. I do have the duster over my head and stuff, so unless you're like real close to me, I don't know if you really see it.
Okay, well, she's like, I heard that fella walking all heavy in the night, and I was scared he might stumble and fall on me, but he veered off that other direction, sat down in that pile, and didn't bother me the rest of the night. That's all I know.
Thanks, Tabitha. You go
Ah.
get yourself something to eat.
She gets up and hurries off to the spores and pores, and before you even get back to the rest of them, you see her kind of running back down the alley with a bottle under her arm.
Good old
goodness.
Tabitha.
That's
Look
great.
at us. We were nice to a beggar in this. This is the first thing.
We're nice to
Redemption.
beggars! Yeah, you
We're
all
at
get
the
hero
good
points.
party now.
You all
I
get
didn't
Give
hero
away
Right.
money.
Neutral good across the board. That's the way it'll stay, right, everybody?
Yeah.
Yes.
Neutral board,
I don't
neutral
think
good
that's
across
a-
the
It's
board.
hard top.
I'm lawful and I have to be.
There we go.
You guys are about to
We
start
we will
torturing
not
H21.
become pirates. We will not become pirates. That's not happening.
No
I feel like it
pirate.
might happen.
It'd be
Pirates
a pretty
Anonymous.
cool
Succession
pirate
later.
crew. It'd be a pretty cool pirate crew, but we're not doing it.
I mean, it would be a pretty cool pirate crew. But,
I'm
no
not gonna
pirate.
say it
No
wouldn't be.
pirate.
It would be pretty cool, but
15 minutes later, Tabitha, we need the money back, and
Where'd you
Find
go,
us a boat.
bitch?
we need you to make a distraction.
Okay.
Panic query, and I
And we
look
need-
towards Bobby's character because I don't know her name yet. Anyone following? I noticed you left.
I haven't seen anyone, no. And my friend Tabitha back there, she didn't see anyone either, and she's been here with you all night.
Confirmed.
You can call me Trix, by the way.
Tricks. Tricks. Acknowledged. And then he just stands up and then stands there, motionless.
Now, H21, do you have any idea how you ended up here in this specific garbage heap?
Yes, I walked here.
That is seemingly deliberately obtuse, H21. I believe I was asking about the process that led you here, the reasonings.
That is still walking.
Very well, if you were walking for the purpose to walk, I can't argue with that.
Ah,
These guys are
purpose.
philosophers.
I understand purpose. I was running away.
From what there, buddy?
Huh?
From what?
Thank you for whoever deleted that. Sorry.
Thinking. I was running from my home. Home? The tower. I was running from the tower.
Ah, the one with that crazy
Hour.
mage.
What?
The one with that crazy mage?
Crazy mage. Maybe.
Mm,
Speculative. Never seen. All I
Now,
know, had to leave.
now, I haven't been here long, but what I have been able to establish is there is quite a few crazy mages and quite a few crazy mage towers in this vicinity. You'll have to be more specific, son.
The only way I could be more specific is if I retraced where I went. That will be easy. It is all stored in my memory banks.
Don't think we want to be
Thanks.
introducing ourselves to a
Uh,
crazy mage.
Wait, say that one more time. Sorry.
I don't think we want to be introducing ourselves to a crazy mage.
I agree. Where I came from, there was lots of screaming and flesh.
I'm out.
My sauce. All right. I believe we should go back to the spores and pores and have ourselves a very strong drink.
I feel no need to get involved in that.
Do you drink? Do you drink, Metal Man?
What is it again?
Aloysius.
I love your
Aloysius.
name, Andrew.
He learns it now. He knows it. Aloysius. I do not consume any sort of human-based foods, but I can certainly join you.
Well, we can rub some whiskey up on that grate of a mouth of yours and see what happens. Come on down.
Panicked answer. Please do not integrate any sort of foreign objects into my body.
Oh, very well. Well, you can just sit around, watch us drink all the whiskey then.
I accept this proposal. Please lead.
All right, let's go back.
Sick.
Did you guys notice when you drag your character, like eventually it changes color?
Whoa.
That's how
Was
many
that your speed?
that's how
Yeah.
many actions it would
Oh,
take you to move that far.
Oh,
that's
that's
so
awesome.
convenient.
Every time it changes color, it would take you an additional action.
That's so cool, dude.
That's pretty sweet.
I will just stand in the corner. Motionless.
Motionless.
What's up here?
Let's see.
I like to think, are you like completely fucking motionless?
Yeah, like unnaturally, weirdly motionless.
I do not sit with my back to the door.
That's fair.
Andrew, how do you spell your character's name?
That's a great question. ALO
ALOISC
ISC IOUS.
IOUS. And then what was the
Aloysius.
nickname?
Bogwin. BOGWYN. Bogwin.
It's such a fucking
Aloysius.
cool name.
What was
Yeah.
his what did he say his nickname was? Aloe?
You can call him
Aloe.
Aloe, yeah. And Aloysius is a popular name in the UK. And typically they go by Aloe.
Interesting. Aloe.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. I think I spelled your Aloysius wrong again. You
Whoa.
It's alright, it's close enough.
might. All right.
Sick.
ALOISCIOUS.
Oh, I guess I did spell it right. Interesting.
I know it looks like Aloysius, but it's
Yeah,
Aloysius.
Aloysius. Yeah.
Aloysius.
All right.
Yes. I love overpronouncing words like that. Yeah, okay, so you guys come back in and you come into Spores and Pores, which all of you are pretty familiar with, but H21 you are not, so I will describe it for your benefit. It's a kind of tight, cozy little common room. It would be pretty dark, except this morning, in the morning time, there's pretty good natural light coming in from the windows that light it up. Behind the bar is a large myconid. You can see that the bar itself, as well as a number of the tables and such, there's a lot of mushroom decor, as well as mushrooms actively growing about. The room is also, there's an interesting flavor to the air. I say flavor because it's a little bit more than a scent, and that's because there are spores in the air. When you enter it, there's just a momentary second where you're like a little disoriented as you breathe in the spores for the first time, and you can realize that you become aware of the other mines in the room. And in particular, other than the other party members here, you notice that the myconid, there are actually 3 other myconids that you can sense. One of them is actually cleaning one of the tables, and the other 2 are back in the kitchen, the room behind the bar that you can't see. But you can sense that they all share a mind. They all kind of have one mind, all the myconids. And as you come in, you hear the voice of the myconid behind the bar. At least you sense it to be that myconid's voice ring out in your mind, in all of your minds. It says, "Oh, hi, welcome. Who is this guy? Strange new customer you guys are bringing in this morning. Put him down here. He seems like he needs a seat."
Yeah, we found him out back, collapsed in a heap.
Whew, well, you're bringing in vagrants from the alley. Well, does he got any money? You did check to see if he has
question.
money.
That is an excellent question.
That is a good question.
H21, do you
I
have
don't.
any money?
I don't have any money.
Money. Confused. What is money?
Coins.
Coins.
Gold, perhaps? Silver,
I
maybe?
do not have any coins on my persons.
Well, my good myconid friend, I have good news. He also is not capable of drinking. So he would not be exchanging money for anything anyway.
Very well, very good. Well, I mean, well, it's not like I make a lot of coin here, anyways. I was just hoping I could get some money. I have another shipment coming in next week, and I really need to get some gold up ready for it. But you can put them down here for now. Y'all can pull up a chair. I've made some mushroom porridge for us this morning. It's a good batch. You'll love it. He brings it out, or actually, one of the other myconids brings it out. You guys are pretty familiar with how things go here. Even you, Aloysius, who've been here a few weeks now, you know that the myconids are kind of one individual, even though there are 4 of them. And so they often will behave in ways that is a little unsettling if you don't know this. So for instance, one of them comes in, kind of hands off the porridge to the other one. Neither of them sort of look at each other or exchange any words, but there's clearly some kind of unspoken communication between them. But Gorb, as you all know, his name is Gorb. The myconids, the family is known as the Circle of Gorb. They all go by Gorb. So if you call out Gorb, any of them will answer you. But the main Gorb, the sovereign of the circle, the largest, Gorb Prime. Yes, we'll now call him Gorb Prime. Gorb, because he is really Gorb Prime, because he is the one who spawned the rest of the Gorb. And maybe later on he'll tell you his story. But he ladles out some porridge for each of you. He even ladles out a bowl for H21, and he says, "You don't drink. Do you eat porridge?"
H21, the kind mushroom asked you a question.
Does he not have a mind? Maybe I should speak out loud.
Sorry, Harper pulled my mic out.
Okay, it sounded like right at that moment something happened. Yeah.
Yeah. Negative. I do not consume any foods.
Well then, is there anything you need?
A place to vent.
Well, we have a spare room upstairs, and no one's taking it right now. And I guess until we get a customer in, you can have it.
Does this room have a window?
No, I'm afraid not.
I will decline.
All right then.
Well, doesn't that just sound frightfully pleasant?
Well, you're welcome to stay in the alley if you like. there are a couple other vagrants out there that call it home, and you can come in if you need to for shelter.
I appreciate the assistance. The alleyway will do just fine.
All right. Well, what what do you do?
I haul. I am designation hauler 21. I haul things.
Oh, well, here in the city we always need new porters. If you want, I can arrange for you to maybe get some work.
I am good at work. I accept this.
Well, then you could get some money, and then you could use that money for, I don't know, renting in a room with a window.
This sounds like a wonderful opportunity.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. You just go around the corner
He's
here.
gonna say yes to stuff, man. He doesn't know.
You just go around the corner here, and you talk to Hrothgar and Rashid. They had a little run-in with their laborer recently, and they had to let him go. But they'll give you some work. They need someone to haul materials to their smith.
That is something I can accomplish. Please describe Hrothgar so I can add him to the databanks.
Hrothgar? Oh, well, he's a dwarf. Kind of looks like Gorham here. A little bit better looking, if I do say so. But
So we all look the same, eh?
oh, you know it.
That's a fancy title coming from a man who spawned his own clones.
Hey, what are you talking about my daughter like that? I know you're fresh on her.
Every night, this is the same conversation. Every night, this is exhausting.
This is kind of how this bar is. This is why there's only like 5 regulars.
Everybody, remember, we can hear your thoughts. Please
Yeah, exactly.
remember.
That's the problem. Everyone can hear everyone else's damn thoughts.
It is disgusting.
There is no thoughts happening. In H21 said.
It's just silence.
Wait, is that a special feature? Did I miss that? Is that a special feature of the bars that are...
Yeah, because the Myconids
Oh.
actually don't speak. They can only telepathically communicate, and they do it through this
We've all,
field
like,
of
consumed
spores. So as
spores.
soon as you walk into the bar, there's this field of spores, and when you breathe it in, you can now read each other's minds and talk telepathically to each other.
I like to think that if you try to hear the inside of H21's head, you just hear like old TV static.
Yeah, basically.
Just like, what?
It's like, what is he thinking about? Nothing.
Nothing.
Jiffy Lube commercials.
Now this isn't gonna be forever, right? I'm gonna change up, but
He's got an
Right now,
arc,
he is.
guys.
he's a fresh babe.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay.
Cool.
All right. So let's see here. Yeah, I think I will continue. Well, no. Maybe what I'll do is this. I'll say a couple weeks pass, and you guys, H21, you do actually manage to haul some stuff for Hrothgar and Rashid, and you earn yourself the 15 gold starting gold that everyone would get. So if you wanted to, you could purchase some stuff.
Cool.
The rest of you can also, if you want, purchase your starting equipment with your 15 gold. And maybe I'll just mention, I don't know how much you all can see of this, the landscape. Like, I don't know how much is all blacked
nothing.
out. Almost nothing. So
Yeah,
we're
like
gonna-
we can see around this thing, and then there's like a building up north that we can kind
Okay.
of see.
So this
Yeah.
is the general
Yeah.
store. Let me get my notes out here.
Oh, all right, cool.
So this is I got everybody, right? I think so. This is the general store. It is run by Khadija. He's a knoll. That's where you can just get random old shit. This is Hrothgar and Rashid's place. I was telling you about them. They're smiths. And keep in mind, this is like the neighborhood, right? Like everyone here is just like your neighborhood shop. So Hrothgar and Rashid can hook you up for the next level or two, but after that, you're probably going to have to go shop somewhere else. Um, this is the apothecary shop where you got herbs and other shit, and I don't know. I don't know what the fuck you get at an apothecary. Mortar and pestles.
Looks like eggplants over there in that thing.
Yeah, don't look too closely at the eggplants. This is the tailor shop where Farida works. Oh, I forgot.
Oh, these are 100% haunted, right? Like, come on.
Come
Like, those fuckers are
on.
haunted as shit.
Yeah.
Nah,
So, Trix, this is
mannequin.
the shop that you have agreed to. Well, agreed, whatever. This is the one you're assigned to look out for and gather money from.
Oh. Wait, Trix, are you an ombudsman?
No, he's a
Are you someone who...
he's a racketeer.
Oh, shit, this is still...
This is like the local magic shop for what you could call a magic shop. There's like low level scrolls and 0 level magic items and like healing potions and first level stuff. I think up to maybe 3rd level stuff again here. That's about it. You guys
Very
have
cool.
probably been in here. This is just another local like crash pad where there's just some like laborers who work there. That's pretty much the whole place.
Wait, there's a cobbler over here.
Oh, there might be a cobbler.
Is this a cobbler?
Oh yeah, I made a cobbler.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, he
It's
cobbles shit.
Sick.
And then there's like
His-
another,
his name is Peach.
like a
Peach the cobbler.
family maybe lives here.
I picked up the peach cobbler pun. That's
Thanks, dude, I appreciate it.
Struggled to not make that joke myself.
And
Peach the cobbler.
there. Now, do you
Wait,
guys
that's a
know
really ominous like knife on the cobbler's table.
a very cool spot.
Very ominous knife.
Why is peach cobbler called that?
Does he make it with peaches?
you make it
And
with
you cobble
shoes?
it.
Yeah,
Together.
but you don't wear it like shoes.
Well, you don't.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
But
so
you've been eating it, dude? No, what's wrong with you?
Do you notice how the peach cobbler disappears, but you don't ever see when people eat it?
Feels good.
They put it in their shoes.
Right.
Oh, I see. I've been eating it.
oh my
Oh,
god,
you've been ew.
You've been
gross.
eating
You've
it?
been eating the cobbler?
The
Oh
hell
my
do you
gosh.
I've heard of people like you.
Gobble gobblers.
Go.
I think it would just be
Gobbler
peach
gobblers.
Gobbler gobblers. Yeah.
Peach cobbler gobblers.
Peach gobbler gobblers.
Cobbler gobbler.
All
Oh, you're a cobbler gobbler.
Nice. All right, everybody. Thanks for subscribing to this very influential YouTube channel.
Yeah, like they turned it off. They turned it off.
This
They
solid
turned it off.
content.
Yeah. Thanks
Feel
for
free to
sticking
use
with
that
us.
during the holidays.
Yeah. Yeah.
Smash that
Sponsored
like
by-
and subscribe.
Yes.
Patreon.
Smash it.
Raycon headphones.
Brought to you by Shadow Raid Legends.
brought to you
Great
by-
on headphone.
Cobbler gobblers.
Yeah, brought to you by Get the cobbler gobbler.
You want your cobbler
T-shirt.
gobbled? Call the cobbler gobbler. Yeah, okay, so you guys kind of know the people in your neighborhood. Like I mentioned, Hrothgar and Rashid, they're the owners of the smithy. I mentioned Khadija, the Knoll, who owns the general store, and Farida, the halfling, who's the seamstress. You also know Zara, the Loxodon, who owns the magic shop, and Sarai, the apothecary. They're people that come into the Spores and Pores regularly for food and drink, usually at the end of the night too. So you guys have got to know them as, your neighbors and in some cases maybe friends. So for instance, Gorham, we're going to fast forward a couple weeks. But after you met H21, but in this time, you maybe have been talking to Hrothgar and Rashid about getting yourself some half plate, maybe?
Yeah, I only have a breastplate right now, so half plate would be the next upgrade.
Right, okay. And so we'll say that you are haggling. Well, tell me what's your plan. Do you want them to make it for you?
Haggling with what? I am dead fucking broke.
Okay, now here's the last bit. I said I was going to give you money. That was technically Landry's money. And I went to look it up, and I think what I'm going to give you is 500 gold pieces.
Jesus.
Now,
Peace.
Okay,
This-
that's a shit ton in Pathfinder money.
I looked it up. It's pretty. It's like party wealth of about level 3. So
Yeah.
your whole party will be that wealthy by the end of level 3. So that's a lot of money for right now at level 1. But
That's for the whole party.
That's Landry's money.
No.
That's Landry's money.
I'm giving it to Gorham, but you've had it for however many years, right? Because it was gifted to you by Geo, and it's basically like Landry's, birthright. But you're going to be keeping it in trust until he's old enough that you could give it to him. But it's also your like payment. So over the years, you've been taking your share out of it, right? And then also, I'm going to say that in the last few years, you started to just think of it as like your guy's money, because you and Landry, like, you have to look after Landry with this money, and then you have to like pay yourself with this money. So you kind of just think of it as like, this is the money that's supposed to pay for us for our lifetime. And you don't want to blow it all in one spot, but you also think of it as like any resources that will be valuable for us to purchase with this money.
Business related expenses.
Yeah, exactly. Like, is this full plate armor or is this half plate armor? Like, it's gonna help me protect Landry better. Like, you can kind of justify those expenses, I think. But yeah, that's where I wanted to put it. So like, and Landry, you can feel about that money however you like. I would just explain how maybe Gorham feels about that money. So yeah, so you may have been thinking of like how much half plate is only like 15 or something, right?
It's 18.
18. Okay. So that's definitely like level 1 kind of stuff, right? Like, it's level 1, right? So it's definitely within your price range. And then what's full plate? Because you definitely have lots of money.
Oh, look. Full plate,
I want to say it's
100.
1,500.
We have lots of money.
I don't think it's even that much,
It's
actually.
30 GP.
Yeah. It's 30 GP.
Oh shit.
And it's level 2, so I would say, so you can't make it, but Hrothgar and Rashid can make it. So you're probably like asking them to make it. And probably what's been going on is they're like, we're not those kind of armorers. We make, knives for the butcher and stuff like that. But you've convinced them, you've got the plans and stuff, and
I could have designed plans to give to them.
Right, exactly. Like, you're like, this is the stuff that I've got. This is what I want to do. And so we'll say that you guys have been negotiating, and that Hrothgar's finally agreed. He's like, yeah, I'll make this for you. It's just going to take me a few days. You bring those plans over to me tomorrow in the morning. And he grumbled. You guys, you want to haggle a little bit? Hrothgar's like, you're not going to pay what it's worth, are you? You're going to ask for some kind of deal. These things usually go for about 30 gold pieces.
I mean, I did it all. Sorry, Scottish is hard. I mean, I did all the work for all the preliminaries. All you have to do is actually forge the damn thing. I did all the planning. I did all the measurements. I took all the math out of it. All you have to do is actually do the physical work.
Well, what do you think that's worth then? I mean, I could give you a couple gold off for that. That's about it.
Yeah, I'll give you 27.
Alright, well, listen. You get your hauler boy there to head on down out to the market tomorrow morning and get me the raw iron that I'm gonna need, and I'll get working on it.
You got yourself a deal.
27, no less.
27. We agree. I
Aye.
hold my hand out for him to shake.
He gives you a good old dwarven shake.
Nice.
He gets up and he looks to his husband Rashid, and he's like, well, I've done business. That's all I need out of this tonight. You can sit here and gaff with these guys if you want, but I'm going home. And he marches out the door, and Rashid sticks around and finishes a couple beers with y'all tonight, tells a couple stories. His stories are usually funny, but also are usually made up, so you're not really sure if you should trust him. But yeah, he tells a funny story.
Age 21 believes everything the man says.
Then you think that he's had an amazing life, that guy.
This man is an amazing person.
He is a wizard.
And yeah, so we'll say it's the next morning. Ooh, let me see. Yes. Or next day, whenever it is. And you guys are out about your daily activities. So, what do y'all want to be doing? Or what kind of things do y'all get up to on a
Gonna
normal
be just
day?
I just start hauling iron.
normal day. I'm just sitting around playing my my violin for people and smoking cigarettes.
It depends on what Landry's doing.
Yeah, I might alter activities. There might be a study thing. There might
It's important
be
when you. Yeah, that's good.
there might be training.
When you
Might
think of
be
Aloysius, I want you to think of Aloysius with a cigarette hanging out of its mouth. By the way, he's always got
you
a
do,
cigarette.
do remind me of that. I don't want to forget.
He's got a cigarette lit constantly, right? He's always got a cigarette dangling out of his frog mouth.
Nice.
I think Trix is keeping her eye on the underworld movements, but trying to stay away from it.
All right.
But she's trying to like know what everyone's up to, what all the gangs are up to.
Okay. So I'm going to set the scene a little bit here. So Trix, I'll say you've gone out and done what you call your rounds, whatever that might be, right? And
Ooh, Chris, sorry.
yeah, hit me.
You see how the round tables have they each have a triple slash mark
Yeah.
on both of them?
Yeah.
Can we say that as from Angelo the cat? Can we say that, like, he
Yeah,
got
sure,
in
sure. Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool.
Angela's
got in and
Angela's
scratched up
not
one
allowed in anymore because he keeps scratching up all the tables.
Yes.
You get that?
Yeah.
You get that fucking summon beast out of here.
We don't serve your kind here.
Corporeal only.
Yeah. Okay, I'm
Alright,
gonna try
fine.
and I'm
I
gonna
got kicked out.
move
Again.
y'all out into certain locations in the old world.
All right. And this is taking place after our bar gathering?
Yeah, this is the next day, which will
Holy
be.
shit! This room has all these headless bodies in it.
Yeah.
I had to look and see. I was like, what?
I was like, what is he talking about?
Yeah, that's it. I was like, what the fuck is Bobby talking to?
Fucking
Oh no, you
haunted
saw the
dolls,
secret.
dude. Fucking I called it, dude. Haunted mannequins. That's our first adventure hook.
Okay,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
super down for that.
so
I just saw the story. Oh, sorry.
Well, where am I going?
you're going on a ride like everybody else went on a ride. Okay.
Oh,
Now let me do like this. We're gonna be like do do do. We're
yeah,
gonna
I'm
throw.
practicing my music.
I'm gonna throw commoners around because this is a day everybody's out.
Is that the commoner logo? Okay, cool.
In fact, all their late faces look like this, including the beggars. I'll throw a few beggars out too. But I was putting actual faces on the people that matter, who will come out in a second. So, here's setting the stage. So Trix, you've kind of returned home, and because it's kind of your job, you like lean up against this wall and watch Farida's place, which is this place right here, the one with all the headless bodies in it, because that's the one you're supposed to make sure no one goes and causes any trouble on. Gorham and Landry, you guys, well, Landry, you're practicing or with Angelo, and Gorham, you're just doing your job, but you have like recently delivered the plans over to Hrothgar, and you're waiting for the most recent load of iron for H21 to haul back. And H21, you are on the return trip with a crate full of raw iron that you purchased at the market in the Pelt District and are bringing back. One thing I also wanted to mention, this is just sort of world building stuff, but the right now it's the summertime in Aliona. Well, that's hard to tell because it's always the same in terms of temperature wise, but we're in the summer months, and during the summer months in Aliona, in the most recent years, Dresdis has been holding what's called the Grand Bazaar, and that's where he invites traders from all around the world to come and trade in Aliona. And so a lot of those tents that you see on the map of Aliona that are outside the city, those are usually foreign traders that are in town. And so the reason I bring this up is maybe you have, gone out to one of those foreign trader tents where they brought, maybe it's some dwarves that have come in with a bunch of raw iron, and you've made some deal to haul the iron back here to Hrothgar's place from that. And just as a little flavor, in the last 3 years, during the Grand Bazaar, one of the most interesting sights that has appeared in town is the arrival of an airship from Eridrip. And if you guys remember, you guys saw the airship land in Earshore once, long ago in the last campaign. Well,
Yeah, we did.
there is an airship docked there, and I don't know how else I'm going to give this other than just to spill spoils, but there's actually 2 airships docked there right now, and one of the airships is now the official airship of the Alionian Air Force, which is flown by Captain Locke. So Captain Locke has finally got his own airship. You guys don't know the deal of this or how this went down, but somehow in Captain Locke's dealings, he met up with those airship motherfuckers, and it got them to agree to give him or make him, or he captured an
I was gonna
airship.
say threats were likely involved.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know what it was, but somehow that shit happened, and he's got an airship, and they're both docked, but they're on the north side. You guys maybe went out there a couple of years ago to see the airship when it first landed, but you probably haven't. This is all flavors. This is just meta stuff, so you guys can know what's going on. But yeah, so we're coming back here, and or H21, you're coming back with the iron, and I'm gonna H21. You might not notice anything about this because you're pretty naive, and you don't really pick up. Everything's weird and new to you right now. But
Yep.
Bogwin, that's not your name. Aloysius
Nope.
Bogwin. You're out here playing your fiddle, and you see a group of they kind of just look like commoners. You recognize some of them as locals. Come walking into the area, but they look like they're walking in with a little bit of intent, and you pick up on this. So do a perception check. I need to have all the skills out somewhere because I need to know what. I'm going to think I'm playing 5e forever.
Public roll.
That was an initiative perception.
What?
Is that how you do perception?
I went to
No.
attributes. I clicked on Oh, that's initiative. Here we go. Perception.
There's
I see it. There we
yeah.
go.
I'll say there's just a perception check thing.
10. Wah, wah.
Okay.
And also, you have the same expertise, so it's the same.
Oh yeah.
bonus anyway.
Same
Yeah.
class, yeah.
Yeah, same number.
So what you notice is that none of these people look like they're armed or anything. Nothing looks suspicious like a bunch of brigands are coming in. But you do notice that, some of them might have a dagger that's visible, but nothing more than that. But this one individual, this cat woman, her name's Shazia Alzazia. You recognize her because she is known to be a bard in the Whisker district. You don't know anything else about her. Actually, you might do a lore, or you probably don't have what lore do you have?
What do you mean? What lore do I have? Where do I see that?
It would be under your skills. And you may not have
Skills?
fully loaded up all yours.
Yeah, did you choose all of your proficiency?
This just shows me the core skills. Yeah.
Oh, you see how underneath it says lore and you can do a plus add?
I don't see lore anywhere.
It's under the core
Under
skills.
core
it's the next
skills.
red letter.
After the core skills is the next section and it says lore skills.
On the
And-
character sheet?
And it should
Yeah.
be empty under proficiencies, yeah.
Yeah, it's empty.
Right.
Did
So
your background give you something?
you might have some that you have
Oh,
forgot
I'm
to put
sure
in
it
there.
did. Hold on, let me see. I'm sorry.
Oh, good.
Okay, 2E Pathfinder, Entertainment background. Okay. Choose 2 ability boosts. One must be dexterity or charisma, and the other is a free ability boost. You're trained in the performance skill and the theater lore. And the theater lore skill.
Yeah.
You gain fascinating performance skill feat.
So you can
Yeah.
click add on there and then
Yeah, and I get
add
to do.
theater.
Also, I think you have Bard lore too, or something like that.
Would that be in spells? Where would I find that?
I think it would be under your class
It's
description.
probably
Class
Bard.
features?
Bard might give you that. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, no.
Mm-hmm.
And then the way that knowledge checks go in Pathfinder Second Edition, you have your overall things like society, religion, occultism, right? And those might have a harder check than a specific thing, right? Like I have society, I'm trained in society, but I also have underworld. So things that have to do with the underworld, I know more easily.
I'm not seeing. I see all this rack 4 lore, progenitor lore, spiritual explorer, Strix lore. I don't see anything that says theater lore.
You just type it
You
in.
have to type it in.
I did. I did. I can't see it anywhere.
No. You
No,
just
no.
type it into the lore category. Like you will just
Oh,
go
okay.
to the skill and type theater and then select trained.
Boom.
Got it.
Like this,
Okay.
Lore
right?
lore can be literally anything.
I
Yeah.
understand now.
Yeah.
I understand now.
And-
Got it. Thank you. So
and-
okay, now I'm trained in that. Perfect.
Why don't you roll that for me, just so that we can practice? So now that we got it, because that's what I'm gonna have you do. Okay. So, what you can remember from your encounters with Shazia Alzazia before is that she is a follower of Zaz.
Okay.
Do you remember Zaz?
I think I do remember Zaz.
Anyone remember Zaz? Zaz is the god of anarchy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. And
I was thinking about an NPC.
she pulls out her a lute that she has strapped to her back, and you can see it's kind of like a hardy lute. Like she might be able to bash someone over the head with it, and it might still play an okay note afterwards. But she starts playing a song, ding 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 ding, and as she starts playing out her a couple notes on her lute, these other members that are walking around with her are seem to be going about some intentions in the neighborhood. No. So the last thing you know is that in Aliona, there are a group of followers of Zaz. The followers of Zaz, they're not really organized anyways, because that's antithetical to their belief system. But there are lots of followers of Zaz in Aliona, less so since Dresdes has taken over, but definitely many back in the old days. And they have been known collectively as the Unrulies, which is sort of just a derogatory name given by non-followers of Zaz to the people that follow Zaz and cause trouble in Aliona. So you suspect that these other members here might also be Unrulies. There's nothing that signifies that that's what they are, other than that you're basically judging them guilty by association with Shazia Alzazia. Okay. Any questions?
No, got it.
Okay, now I'm going to try and make sure we're all ready for combat.
For what?
Well, for initiative. We're not going to necessarily combat unless you guys want to.
Her name is Shazia Alzazia?
Yeah.
Cool.
What am I missing on my battle list?
Shakira.
Oh,
You gotta
1821.
remove me and then re-add me.
Oh.
Otherwise, I have a 22.
I think the little mouse guy is really cool.
Are we not supposed to roll yet?
No, because you roll your initiative in this game based on what you were doing at the time. Like you get a bonus. Like if you were doing like you just did a perception check, so you would roll your perception initiative.
Cool.
Perception, I think, is also the base one.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
That's like the default.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the default.
I'd say almost everyone here is probably a perception, except for H21. You can do athletics because you're huffing it.
Yay. I will do athletics.
So I'm not gonna. Do I roll this initiative that's on the round thing, or do I roll it from my character sheet?
Your round thing should be defaulting to whatever you have selected on your character sheet.
Got
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I see it. Just brought it up. Yep. Got it.
Wait, what's customized your initiative?
Oh,
on
why is
the
my name? My name is
thing?
still Bogwin 4-string on there for some reason.
Because you have a different name on your token than you have on your
Character sheet.
character sheet.
Yeah, my token still says Bobby's Magus.
Yeah.
How do I change my token?
First, you have to do it for your prototype token, so it won't show up ever again. But if you just right-click on your token and do it on the settings on your token.
Is it under skills? Oh, I roll. Oh, it gives you the okay.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that.
So on your token, like double, no, don't double click on your guy. That'll bring up your character sheet. Right click on your guy.
I right click it. I just get these 4 boxes, and then my life.
Yeah, and click on the settings one, the gearbox.
I don't have
No
a gearbox.
There's no gearbox.
Gearbox is not available for me either.
No
What
gearbox.
the? Damn you, Lampoundry. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix some things later.
It's fine. We
or else
can leave it for now. It doesn't
yeah.
matter. Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to do.
All right.
Okay, almost ready.
Well, where are my friends?
Scattered around.
Yeah. If you guys could get over here, that'd be cool.
I'm to the east of where they are.
I'm a support class, so just consider that.
Or are you? I can't see you either. Are you like just north of them?
Yeah, I'm just like right in front of them.
You're like right here.
She's clashing with my musical vibes. I was playing a song, she's playing it in a different key. It's pretty
Exactly.
frustrating.
It is very discordant what she's done. She's interrupted what you were doing, which was very harmonious, and she's almost playing against your song intentionally.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, the counter's already begun. That's weird. And let me. Okay. We'll advance it to Gorham, who... So, Gorham, you're first up. You haven't noticed anything... no one's doing anything actively hostile yet. There's just a battle of bards going on.
And it sounds terrible, right?
It is very discordant, yes.
I'm going to use 2 actions to go here.
Okay.
Okay, so you can use all 3 of your actions to move if you want.
Yes.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
use all 3 of your actions to move. You can use all 3 of your actions to do a melee attack, but there's a multiple attack penalty.
Got it.
So I'm gonna use 2 actions to move, and then I'm gonna yell out, "Oi! What is that bloody racket?"
Why
Nice.
don't you ask her? I'm just playing my song here. You should ask her.
And
Very grumpy.
do, I don't know, an intimidation check for me.
Oh, I'm good at those.
Good.
In fact, I have a bonus feat for intimidation.
Yeah, your dude looks pretty intimidating. He looks like a Blood Bowl player a little bit in that position.
Kind of.
Looks sick.
He is a Blood Bowl.
Wow.
I mean, by boys.
Wow. Well, 10. Charisma
You
0.
rolled the initiative version.
I did roll. Oh, that's crazy because I did it from the. I did it from the quick menu.
Yeah, me too. That's why it's confusing. There's
It's
another
'cause
one down there.
You go into the attribute section.
Oh,
not
and
the
I need to be
skills
going to
section.
skills. Yeah, you're right.
Skills.
It's the same thing. I only have a +3, so.
Okay. All right. This little rat kid, he's like a kid. The rest of them are mostly young adults, but this guy's like a
He's
teenager.
definitely, yeah. That's a crowd
Understand, Chris, that no matter my alignment, I will kill a child.
This is what this whole encounter was a test of. Is are you guys going to murder teenagers in this campaign
It looks
or
like
not?
there's 2 of them. Yeah.
It depends. It depends
Yeah.
on if they threaten Landry.
Okay, good call. Good call.
That's a great NPC too.
Okay, but he looks a little bit scared of you, and he looked like he was gonna run that way, but you can tell he's thinking about going a different direction now. Okay,
Gorham's not angry so much as grumpy right now, but he's usually grumpy. So
why did I say it was your turn when you're at 10? I thought you were at 22.
it's because I re-rolled my initiative. I was at 21, but I accidentally rolled initiative.
I see.
So it fucked up my thing. So I should be
So-
20. My init should be 21.
Yeah. Like, why did
So we
get
need
down
to be
there?
aware that if we fuck that up, we will re-roll our inits.
Yeah. Okay. H21.
Yeah.
You're hauling iron, and there are people in your way. That's about all you've noticed.
That's all I got.
I don't know. You're obviously in control of your
Yeah, no,
guy,
that's-
but it sounds like
100% that's what he sees.
Yeah. Like, why
I
are
just
these people in
continue-
my way?
I don't even notice that it's music. I don't even understand what that is at the moment. All I
Yeah.
know is that I have been designated to haul. So I just continue going to the blacksmith. I don't really even look at these people.
Okay, then move your. You get 3 actions, right?
I get 3 movements, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I'll
remember,
use
if you
those.
use the little thing, it'll tell you.
Yep. So I will move. Right here.
Very good. Very good. Okay.
Nobody's doing anything, so cool.
And you kind of bash right through them, and they're all looking at you weird, like you guys are already like phased them a bit, and they're not even.
Excuse me, delivery coming through. Need to get to the blacksmith.
Okay, Bogwin or Aloysius.
I don't know what Aloysius is gonna do here. This is
Way of the Devil went down to Georgia.
well, yeah, of course. But I mean, other than that, okay, here we go. Are we in combat right now?
We're in initiative.
We technically haven't started combat.
We're not
though, have we?
fighting anymore.
No one has taken a hostile act
No
towards
one has
anyone
taken
else.
any hostile action. Okay, so I'm just
I've
gonna
only
call
been
out. I'm
grumpy.
just,
Other
I'm
than
just gonna
Gorham
kinda-
yelling, that was the
all
most
right,
hostile.
I'll use my walk.
I
to
think I
kinda
might have
come
bumped
over
into
here,
one of them.
Yeah.
and I'll just kind of look at her and say, "Well, excuse me, miss. I believe I have the musical accoutrement covered in this area. What is it that you're doing here with your discordant rhythms? I appreciate your artistic embellishments, but could you explain yourself, please?"
I love that you said discordant too, because the Zaz is known in Aliona as the discordant one, or that's one of her names.
No way.
Interesting.
Okay, let's see if I can get that. So she doesn't engage with you in any kind of conversation, but she continues to play out her song. But as she starts singing, she basically locks eyes with you and keeps you in her creepy gaze. And she sings as follows. Let's see if I can get this. She says. Leona's been conquered 7 times or more. It's a peach in the eyes of a tyrant. We set fires as a pastime activity. We bring anarchy to the city, to the city. And as she sings out her song, the unrulies around her start going into a chaotic kind of dance and parade.
My God.
This knoll here is going to charge down.
If there was any sort of
This
system, it
way.
is certainly down now.
Now, Gorham, he's going to walk past you, so you have he doesn't have any weapons or nothing, but you have a chance to do an attack if you should so choose.
Can I grapple?
I don't know. Can you grapple in?
I don't know if it's a feat or not. I don't remember.
You can
Yeah,
grapple in Pathfinder.
I think you could
Who's grappling who?
Well,
You
this
just go
dude's
there
walking by me.
CMD, right?
Who's walking by you? Which one?
Joking. It's a joke. It's a Pathfinder
Grapple
joke.
is an attack, and it is a. Bobby, do you know if you can do this?
If you can do what?
Grapple is an
Grapple.
attack, an opportunity attack.
Can I just? Yeah.
It's
that's
an
what I-
attack action still, correct?
Yes.
In this game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it only takes one action.
It's a reaction, so it's attack because it's attack of
That's the
opportunity.
thing.
So I would think yes? Question mark.
Yeah, that's where I am too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say no for now. Only because it seems like it's too. It would be. If that was base rule, everyone would do this every time anyone ever walked past.
Except for that, not everybody has attack of opportunity.
Only fighters have attacks of opportunity.
Only fighter
fighters
starts
start
with it.
Yeah, I don't think I ever get it.
Oh, interesting.
So it's a feat that I can look up. So I'm gonna go look it up.
Yeah. I just looked at it and it didn't help.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
It literally says you gain the attack of opportunity reaction. Let's see.
Okay,
A creature
then I can
within your
look up
reach
that.
uses a manipulate action or a move action, makes a range attack or leaves the square. Make a melee strike against the triggering creature.
Are we about to just openly assault these people?
You
I'm
make a melee strike.
So no.
No, so you can't.
Uh,
Grapple is a different action.
Can I just use a free action to yell at him?
Yes, you can. You can do. I'll say you can make another intimidate action,
Oi! What the fuck do you think you're going?
and fire and intimidate at him.
The correct one this time. Skills. Yeah, natty
Ooh.
1, baby.
There we
First
go.
one of the new campaign.
Here we go,
Nice,
everybody.
yes.
Good start. Good start,
Friggin'
everybody.
Celebrate.
planet.
This little ratkin dude.
We're back. We're back, folks.
I am honored to get the first natty 1.
He scurries his way around the back.
He's like, I'm just walking. You don't have to call it scurrying.
Like, fucking rats.
That's fucked up, man. I'm walking on 2 legs. I'm not scurrying anywhere.
For future reference, I looked it up. There are reaction grapple feats. Therefore, you probably can't grapple as a reaction without one.
Got
That
it.
makes
Take
like a
grapple
lot of
with-
Although-
sense.
That's sick. You should get those.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was just thinking that.
One of them is pretty neat. Someone attacks you, and you, it's called, shit, I literally just looked at it. Ignore the pain. And ignore the pain lets you make a grapple or disarm attempt when someone strikes you.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay, so
Steven
Bogwin
Seagal
or
move.
Aloysius, and the rest of you can kind of see this catfolk woman, the beggar Tabitha, who you guys encountered before, walks down here and walks into the potion shop and starts screaming, and you hear some smashing glass down there. What is Daisy the fucker doing? Okay, she's gonna go dook 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 dook. Okay, Bobby's Magus.
Oh, I see her.
Tricks. You see her come to the door. She comes in here and she says, you hear her cry out and scream at Farida, and she says, Farida, I will make you pay for firing me. And you hear Farida call back at her, and she says, you clumsy bitch, get the fuck out of here.
Drunk hoe.
Oh yeah, we gotta kill this kid 100%. We gotta kill this kid.
Oh my
It's a
god.
bird.
Oh shit. Yeah, fuck, and now I forgot what the rest of these motherfuckers are doing. Oh yeah, this guy goes in. He doesn't nothing. You don't hear any ruckus coming from this one, and then this guy comes running down uh, this way, and he actually just goes up to this fucking commoner, and he punches him in the fucking gut. He's like,
Whoa.
yeah.
Hey guys.
Oh gosh.
You fucked up.
And this
Hey,
poor
fuck
commoner, oh, his AC is 13, and the guy
Now you
rolled a
have fucked up.
13, so he rolled a damage, which is 5, and this commoner has 10 hit points. Oh, he's like,
Listen to the
ah!
Dunge-On.
But the commoner goes down. He's like totally winded by that sucker punch, and he's like rolling on the ground in pain. And that was the bad guy's turn. And I skipped them before your turn, Bobby, so I'm going to put you after them, and it's your turn now.
Okie dokie. I am going to run up right here
Yeah.
so I can see inside of here.
Yeah.
And I'm not pulling any fucking punches. I'm going to spell strike.
Okay, I don't know what that is. I'm scared.
Oh wait.
Oh shit! It has a whole paragraph, a whole novel.
So now that I'm looking at that, I probably shouldn't have posted that whole thing. I probably just posted the small the mini part or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I'm ready. I'm readying shocking grasp into a melee attack
You're readying to do shocking grasp as a melee attack on whom?
on this guy.
So why don't you just attack him? You're readying to do what?
Did the 12 hit him?
No.
Damn it.
See, fucking
So-
fucking Pathfinder 12s don't hit commoners. Like what the
We're
shit?
doing
Yeah.
great. We're doing great, guys. We're killing it.
Okay, so you missed with your shocking grasp.
Everybody's doing real good.
Okay,
So
that was one
my-
action, or is that 2 actions because it's a spell?
it's 2 actions. So I'm done. I made a movement and a spell strike is 2 actions. And
Right.
now but I don't lose the my rapier I'm wielding is crackling with electrical energy right now.
Okay, so you cast that through your sword?
Yeah.
That's what a spell strike is?
He enchants his weapon with spells, and then he attacks. So
That's
he doesn't lose the spell until he hits somebody.
That's really cool. I like it. It's really cool, and I like it. Okay.
You like
that,
Chris?
You like that
Cool,
part?
I like
It's
it.
pretty
Yeah.
cool.
No, I think it's really cool. This game is cool. Let's keep playing
I like it.
Pathfinder. Fuck wizards.
Fucking wizard.
Yeah. Okay, so where were we? We were at Bobby, and now we are at the commoners. So this commoner is going to be like, oh, I'm going to run away. I'm going to get my breath back and run away from that fucking elephant, who's now like facing off against electric rapier lady. Farida is going to actually walk up to Daisy and be like, you bitch, get out of here or my fucking guardian's going to cut you open. Now that she sees you in the doorway. So she's pulls out like her sewing needle and tries to stab her.
Oh my gosh.
This is a rough
Oh.
neighborhood. What the fuck?
Fuck?
She crits her!
Hey!
Holy shit! And is it double damage in what is crits in these?
Oh damn.
It's confirm. It's up to you if you want to do confirm crits. This game technically has them, but it's up to you.
It's
Oh, you roll again.
variable. So
Isn't it
sometimes
by the
you roll
weapon?
again. There's actually a double damage on the marker already, so you could just click that and take double damage. But some weapons actually deal like different weird damages. Like my
Bobby's weapon,
rapier,
yeah.
it has deadly D8, so if I crit, I do an extra D8 of damage and double the damage.
Right,
It's-
okay.
it's
But
double
normal is
base plus
double.
D8.
Normal is
Yep.
double, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what's non-lethal? Like you have to choose. Like, how do you do non-lethal in this, guys?
I think you just say it.
Yeah, it's just like with fist.
As long as you're within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay. So in any case, I don't think Farida is non-lethal. She stabs her. Fucking you see
Jesus
this
will.
all happening. Tricks.